Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today I want to go ahead and show you guys the character that I'm currently working on, which is going to be my low-life Righteous Fire character. However, we are first going to start leveling as a summoner. And the reason why I decided I'm going to level as a summoner is because summoners have the ability to go low-life. They require virtually no currency, unless of course you're going low-life, and they scale purely pretty much off of gem levels and character levels. Also in this patch, zombies got a really nice quality of life buff with the minion jewels that they have, which is the Violent Dead, and also the new unique, or not new unique, sorry, the old unique, what is it called, Munchakle's Grasp, got a huge buff as well. So I really want to see how the zombies interact, and if I don't like the zombies, I'll use the Spectres, which I have right now. I've got 5 Spectres out, and leveling has been pretty much a complete breeze. I am currently level 62, and this is pretty much how leveling was ever since I got my Queen's Escape, where basically your minions pretty much go zoom zoom, and everything pretty much dies. I'm not using any curses right now. I'm not even using Elemental Equilibrium. This would probably increase my damage by like 2 to 3 times, and I actually feel that even though I do like the zombies and the Zombie Slam Violent Dead Jewels, I personally feel that using Unending Hungers are probably going to be better, just because simply put, Soul Eater essentially gives your minions attack speed, cast speed, movement speed. You're now giving a Spectre attack speed and movement speed. Depending on the Spectre you use, it can be really, really beneficial. Pretty much every Spectre you use is going to be beneficial on. The biggest issue when you play essentially minion builds in games is the minion AI. And the only way to combat minion AI is to basically make it go faster. The faster you can make your minions go, the quicker their response time is, basically, right? So everything is always about speed. And that's why Necromancer is so good with Commander of Darkness. Now, we decided not to go Necromancer because, again, this character is going to be my low-life Righteous Fire build. So I decided to play it as a Guardian. However, Guardians still get some okay buffs for minions. So, for example, if we were to take a look at Prayer of Glory, you and nearby allies, minions are tagged as your allies, have 15% increased attack, cast, and movement speed if you use a Warcry recently. So if I use my Rallying Cry, right, my minions, I believe, should get the damage as well. And on top of that, I get the movement speed, they get the movement speed, you can see they just hasted, and they get the attack speed. So overall, it's pretty cool. And then I also need to use Flesh Offering, but I'm too lazy to get that up right now. So overall, it's been pretty nice. My resistances on this character are literally complete ass. I don't know how I haven't died with 7 lightning res, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So some future goals on the character would be definitely getting my Munchakle's Grasp, and that would replace my Queen's Escape. And then I'll probably have to do some essence crafting to hopefully get some minion speed on my jewelry, which means I won't have to use the Queen's Escape, which frees up a lot of... Essentially, it frees up a lot of links. Because the only thing I'm using my Queen's Decree for right now is for my Summon Raging Spirits, which I don't even need to use. And by doing that, I'm able to run dual Blasphemy and whatnot, and I can throw on Discipline just because of how insane Prison Guardian is. Because of the blood magic and the reservation and whatnot. So that's definitely something I'll be working towards. And that should be at level 68, I believe. So that's coming up really soon. I don't believe Prism Guardian is worth anything. It also gives insane resistances. I believe the Legacy version of Prism Guardian gives even more resistance. And I think they buffed it so it actually is in line with the current one, so it gives +2 gems. Now, the goal in this character, because summoners don't really require much currency, what I want to do is essentially, I want to farm all the shitty map layouts on my Atlas, and by doing that, I can build a huge mapping pool for my future characters, or my Righteous Fire character, or potentially even my Fire Trapper. Since minions pretty much, like, even though, you know, map layouts can be really annoying, you're playing a minion build, so they're going in for you, right? Like, look, see, they're going in, like, I don't even have to go there. That's a unique mob over there, it just died. I'm literally, like, off the screen, and the minion just goes zoom zoom. And I think this really helps with, like, map layouts that, personally, I really don't like. So I'm really excited to see how that works. Also, these Soul Eater Jewels actually give increased AoE for the Spectres, so I'm pretty curious to see how that turns out as well. I'm also currently using a Vis Mortis and a Baron Helm. Baron Helm will be swapped for an ES Helm. And Vis Mortis does give some pretty nice bonuses, because it gives +1 Spectres, and minions gain Unholy Might. Now, minions gain Unholy Might, meaning it's more than just your Spectres, it's all of them. Alright, this is, I have 7 lightning res, so I don't really know how I feel about this piety fight, so I'm gonna just run away. Did they get her? Oh, they got her. Cool, look at that. See? And that's why minions are awesome. Let's pull this up. Alright, now another reason why is I'm going to go ahead and pull up my tree comparison for you guys if I can here and see if I can sort of show you guys what we're working with. Oh, and my PoE just crashed. Feels bad, man. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, that one. Okay, save, sure. Yep, alright, cool. Okay. So this is essentially our summoner that we have right here, and this is at 103 points. It gets a decent amount of pretty much everything. You've got the 200 ES pool, so that's cool. It gets pretty much all the aura reservation and whatnot, or mono reservation, with the exception of charisma. And down here we have the shitty one that we're not even going to talk about because nobody ever gets champion. Now the other thing is that Righteous Fire got a little, well, my Righteous Fire character got a bit of a buff because they moved the Zealot's Oath all the way over to the left side, so I don't have to spend these 2 points. And the tree outline actually looks kind of similar. So let's do a skill tree comparison to, for example, my Righteous Fire character. This would be my Righteous Fire character. So if you look at it, the only thing I honestly need to do is basically drop my minion nodes, right? And just branch south. And that's literally it. Like, that's literally the exact same character. So the respec won't even be that expensive. It'll actually be quite cheap. And that's why I'm super excited to get the Righteous Fire character going, because it makes it seem like it's actually going to happen. I know a lot of the time I really hate respecing into another build, but in this instance, I'm already low life. My goal is the exact same, so I think everything should honestly turn out pretty fine. I can even start getting like the energy from within jewels as well. So that's pretty much going to be the character. Just to run over the links and what we're currently using. I've got a Baron Helm. The only reason is because you could get it at like level 26, and I've just been using it. I'm currently level 62. It's basically just because it gives +2. So I've got raised zombie, minion damage, melee physical, added fire. For my SRS, I wouldn't recommend these links, but I didn't want to like roll for off colors. So faster attack, summon raging spirits, melee splash, melee. Minion damage. Melee physical would be way better than faster attacks. And then my specters. Oh, my specters didn't even have echo in them, did they? Just kidding, those were 3-link specters, those were shit. Raised Spectre, they're supposed to have Echo, minion damage, added fire, and those are on my Evangelist. And you could probably mess around with a bunch of links. This is just what I'm using for leveling. And the key things to note is Bones of Allure, give +1 zombie, +1 Spectre. Queen's Escape for leveling because it gives up to 100% increased minion movement speed. And Vis Mortis gives the extra Spectre and the Unholy Might, which is pretty cool. Anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for this character. In terms of what auras I believe I'll be able to run, we should be able to run Discipline, Hatred, Haste, Double Blasphemy, Clarity, which I believe is 6, and then -2 because the Double Blasphemy does not count towards the Guardian nodes, which is, I believe, Unwavering Faith. But that should set me up to be pretty defensive if I were to run either Ele Weakness, and it's either going to be Temp Ele Weakness or Temp Vulnerability, and that depends on if I play Poison or not. I don't really think I will be, but who knows what happens in the near future. Anyway, I'm out. Just wanted to keep you guys with some updates on what's going on. Hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'll see you boys all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.